And we are back with a new area that we haven't been to before.
Well, wonders never cease.
And hey, a new person to experience this with.
Hi, folks. I'm here to watch along and fall asleep while SCR does all the work.
Now, the thing about this area is it's not terribly difficult, much like most of the other areas in this game. It's just a matter of not rushing through it, because it's really tempting to do that. Also note that there's a bunch of vampire moths in this area, and if you knock them down while they're over the water, they fall into the water and you can't hit them.
Annoying. But to be fair, rushing through
I
this
wonder
game is
if
pretty
this will
much
kill
everyone's
me.
natural response, I suppose.
I think not playing the game in general is people's natural response.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Now, because it's a watery area, we're going to find a lot of lizard women in this area. And one of the bonus objectives is to kill a certain amount of them. I think it's 8.
Of course.
And another thing is, they're not just on land here, they're also swimming around in the water. So a lot of times you'll trigger the danger music and you won't be able to see where they are. And we'll have to do some swimming ourselves, and this swimming sound is amazing.
I've heard worse. Just got done playing Outcast. That was pretty bad.
Yeah. I've heard worse too, but it still doesn't change that it sounds like they just took a big ass bucket of water and threw it against a wall.
But to be fair, that's probably the only thing this game does better than Outcast.
Now, that crate we smashed on the island before was important, because another bonus objective is to... Oh, god damn it. The moths can fall into the tall grass, and you won't be able to hit them there either.
So you're just flailing around and nothing.
But, one of the bonus objectives is to bust open 10 crates. And some of the placement of the crates is so obtuse that it's just beyond annoying.
Which pretty much describes 99% of this game.
Yes, quite. And here we can actually see one of the lizard women next to a log we'll have to cross. And if you do try crossing it without taking out the lizard woman, she will reach out and try to grab you off of the log.
Abracadabra.
Which is actually almost an interesting mechanic, except you can actually shoot them right here. Which, by the way, we're finally making use of the handgun.
Indeed we are.
It only took how many stages?
I wasn't keeping count.
Yeah, me neither. Now, like the moths, you can't shoot them when they fall over into the water, so you just have to wait for them to get back up. And we'll move to another carnivorous plant. Beyond it is a mushroom. And it's not just a mushroom, it's a heart mushroom.
Alright.
And congratulations, we have breached the 200 health item limit.
Whoa! Achievement unlocked. If this game had achievements.
Now, this is another thing that's going to be really annoying about the handgun, is that you can't look down a certain amount with the handgun.
Okay.
There's a lot that's annoying about the handgun, actually. You can't look down a certain amount with it. When you try to aim, he holds his flashlight off to the side, so you can't actually shine the light on what you're aiming at. And just because it's not annoying enough to use, when you're in first-person view like this, you can't switch weapons, so you have to get out of first-person view and then switch weapons. Uh, See, we can't quite reach.
Yeah, I'm just taking all of this in stride at this point, having seen all of, well, everything that has gone on before this.
What's your favorite Bug Island memory to this point?
Favorite Bug Island? Ooh, that's a good question. It all kind of blurs together because of how little actually happens throughout this whole game, but... Guess the whole spontaneous time travel thing, having to do everything all over again, because of just really retarded it is.
Yeah, but it's a great way to make a game when you don't have a budget for more stages. I like how from this angle we can clearly see nothing bites his hand.
And you're just gotta love that sound effect, too.
The sound in general in this game is quite amazing. But we are going to have to do that again, because we're actually looking for a key for a cabin that will show up later in this. I'm sorry, I love playing around with the danger noise.
I can tell.
We can just barely see that lizard woman off in the distance there, and it's actually not going to bother us, so let's just cross. Now, I have a feeling with the amount of purple mushrooms I've found that the game actually expected me to use most of my health items so that I'd have to... God damn it, it's stuck.
The damn thing's stuck. I promise that'll be the last reference to your or any other reviews that I will make throughout this video.
I actually don't mind because I'm actually getting kind of bored watching my own gameplay footage of this.
That's true as well, I suppose.
We're actually going to cross over to this small island and take out another one of these crates. These are actually the easy to find ones so far. There is one that is really out of the way.
Because why actually make these...
There's one hiding in the tall grass.
Why actually make these bonus objectives any easier when we don't even know what they're supposed to be?
Well, this is the one thing they do to try and make this exciting, is one of these platforms gives out and you have to swim to safety. And what's funny is, a lot of these areas are blocked off by the way the bridges are designed, or just because the logs are too low to the ground. So we have to go a really ass-backwards way, and by the way, when you go under one of these, the camera decides to zoom in on the water.
Of course.
Now, you probably can't tell it right now, but we are actually being chased by a lizard woman.
Of course we are.
You can kind of see it at the bottom of the screen right now.
Kind of.
And you'd think that with it being used to water, it could probably catch us very easily, especially since Ray's kind of going at a snail's pace in the water, but we're actually swimming faster than it. Anyway, we're gonna go.
I am scarcely surprised at this fact.
And now that we're on land, it's not following us anymore, so let's just shoot it.
Yes, by all means, let's.
Yay!
And that was much rejoicing.
And here's yet another box that is incredibly out of the way.
Out of curiosity, How much longer, more or less, does this game go on for?
About 5 stages,
God.
including a really long secret area, which is actually just a recycled level.
Of course, why wouldn't it be? Are there any more giant gorillas along the way?
Yes, there are.
Good.
Is that your favorite part of this?
I like those things for some reason. Mostly because of how out of place they feel, I guess.
This is probably the one time that I really felt threatened in this level, just because there were so many vampire moths in such a small area. And by the way, killing those is another objective too.
Threaten? In this game? The devil, you say?
This is another thing they try to do too, is have reptile women and vampire moths at the same time. But the way they're kind of spaced out, it doesn't really work.
I was actually thinking before they should have just called this game King Kong, since it takes place on an island filled with giant bugs and giant gorillas.
I'd like to point out, by the way, that it took 2 handgun shots to take out a moth. So you're actually better off using rocks to take those out. And that's a vampire moth nest. And the main objective of this level is to actually take out that nest, because it's blocking the path to the next area.
Easier said than done, I suppose.
This is one of the few times that they try to have reptile women and moths in the same area, and it almost works, because I get attacked right as I finish that one. Another thing is, because the rocks arc on the way down, it's actually much easier to hit the moths with them than the gun. And I don't know how this one didn't notice me. It's almost like the reptile women are kind of reluctant to be in this game at this point, too.
As with everything, I have barely any comment. Like I said, just take it all in stride. I'll give you one thing, though. Your persistence with games like these is admirable.
You have no idea how tempted I've been to just splice in random music over some of the more dull parts of this game.
Yeah, I'll bet.
What's the expiration date on this?
Damn it, Ray.
I don't know. Does it say made in China?
Now, those glowing yellow dots, now that we have the key, that is where the cabin is. I can't believe the AI of some of these things.
I can't believe most of the things in this game.
I can't believe Ray is apparently stabbing 7 feet underwater.
I can't believe you're still playing this. Of course, I couldn't believe you actually did a speed run of the SNES Dragon's Lair either. And yet here we are.
Still working on that, by the way.
Pardon?
I'm still working on that. I'm thinking I might submit it to Speed Demo's archive.
Seriously?
Yeah, because why the fuck not?
I would have some compelling arguments, but, well, yeah, do what you gotta do.
I mean, it's not that long of a game to begin with, so it's not a huge burden
Well,
on
no,
me.
not the way you play it. My God.
Now, here's something kind of interesting I didn't realize at this point. If you do the regular attacks and then follow with a strong attack, you apparently gain invincibility frames.
Not that you need them.
Yeah, really. I think I figured out why the reptile's blood is blue, too. It's not blood, it's actually antifreeze.
Fascinating. Do you have an explanation for that?
No, I don't have an explanation for most of the design choices in this game. Anyway, let's go into this cabin. Save point right there, in case we need it. This looks like something, but it's not. And this is basically how we're going to end up destroying the nest.
I just love the way that these clues are so subtly woven into the dialogue.
Giant spider! But anyway, the explosives are actually Molotov
Hey, now we're
cocktails.
talking.
And oddly enough, we can only hold 10 Molotov cocktails, but the cap is actually higher for grenades.
Makes perfect sense.
I know, you'd think that the grenades would be the thing you could hold the least of, but whatever. Oh, by the way, there's a
Perfect
note
sense.
on the floor over here that I missed, with probably my favorite phrase to start things off. I know this sounds weird, but I really like sticking my hand into weird places. Oh.
That sounds weird. I can't deny it.
I think that's why I'm actually studying Japanese now, so I can fix translation things like that.
Nice to be ambitious, I guess. I just want to learn Japanese so I can play Japanese visual novels.
Now this is the most annoying crate to find in this area. You have to start off on land there, and then swim all the way out here. You know what, actually this is tied for the most annoying crate. Because I believe this is number 8 or number 9.
Tied with one of the crates we found before, or yet to come?
Yet to come.
Oh boy.
Because now we're going to start from here, go under this bridge, and basically go to the southeastern corner of the map. And I'm speeding this up because there is no goddamn way I'm showing this in real time.
And I thank you for it. This was giving me bad enough flashbacks to Mask of Eternity as it is.
There we go.
Alright.
Now we still have one more bonus objective, which is to kill 20 vampire moths. And even if you kill all the ones that are flying around, you still won't be able to finish the objective. But there is a way to do it.
Do tell.
You see the moths on the nest?
Yes.
If you just throw the Molotov at the nest, it won't count any of the kills. So what you have to do is take them off one by one. Now, the fortunate thing about it is, these moths are weaker than the moths that are off of the nest. And I don't know how I hit that one when I wasn't aiming at it. Now they can take one handgun bullet or 2 rocks. Pretty much pick your poison at this point.
Yeah, question, by the way. The bonus objectives gives you purple fragments, right?
Yes.
What are the purple fragments actually for?
As far as I can tell, they're for unlocking items later in the game, like the blue pennant we found earlier, and an item we'll find in the next secret area. Like, you need a certain amount of them when you reach a certain point to be able to unlock certain weapons.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, we've got the bonus objective, but I'm gonna kill all of these regardless. In my attempt to find interest in this game. Also because there's handgun bullets everywhere, so why not?
Finish what you started.
Anyway, let's just set this thing on fire and get out of here.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, that worked.
I will give them this. At least it didn't like despawn instantly or motion tween into the ground like a flash animation. I'm seriously thinking of splicing in like some DMX over part of this. Just
well,
because.
Do what you gotta. But, yeah, that happened. That sure was Bug Island.
Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. You ain't killing bugs, then your ass gotta go.
Yeah, just as bland and uninteresting as everything else up until this point.
Can't wait to spend a few hours on the next few stages.
Ooh. And I wish you luck with that.
I don't need luck. I have 234 healing items.
Put a little ice on it. Oh, listen, baby. Put a little ice on it. Like a baby.